When I was asked to put this together, one of the things that I told Mr. Claypool was that I am very much opposed to the way charter schools have been set up in the state of Ohio. In my mind, I see some things that could be done differently that may make it more viable, and hopefully we'll get into some of that discussion today. But the way it's been done in Ohio has been detrimental to the constituent that I think is most important, and that are the children, because of a resource allocation issue that Dr. Lewis did mention, and we'll, I'm sure, have an opportunity to talk about as we move forward. I have some basic talking points that I'll address as we go through tonight. The first being that there's a perception, and Dr. Lewis mentioned this, that when the charter school movement began, the idea was that we were going to create a more flexible learning environment that had higher academic standards, that was more effective in meeting the needs of the boys and girls that were attending. Okay. I'm going to address what the data in Ohio actually says concerning the viability of, or the effectiveness of, the charter schools within the state. The other thing that I would like to address this evening has to do with a mismatch in the laws that govern the charter schools and the public schools in Ohio, because no matter where the parents choose to have their child go, it's still the local district's responsibility, and we'll get into a little bit more of what I mean by that as we move forward. That ranges from special education needs to transportation needs. There's a whole gamut of responsibilities that are not really ultimately the responsibility of the charter school. The next thing, I am going to have to talk about the finances. I'm going to speak specifically to real numbers in the district where I came from, and how that, in a small district, impacted our ability to meet the needs of our boys and girls. And then finally, one of my positions right now, I'm supervising young prospective teachers. I supervise student teachers. And I always speak to them about how proud I am of them in this environment that we are in right now, which, from my perspective, has become somewhat disconcerting as far as the professionalism given to educators in Ohio, I assume in the country.